Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Austin, Texas for an MCLA matchup between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Wildcats of Arizona. Hello again, and I am Heckma Harrison, your play-by-play announcer, and it is my pleasure to be here with you guys today. And we have two teams, 1, 2, and 1. 1 and 2 and 1 team is going to be the Aggies from Texas A&M, and the Wildcats from Arizona are 1 and 4. Get an opportunity to speak with both coaches before this matchup. Coach Blamey for the Wildcats just was really excited about having the opportunity to be here in Austin, Texas, and get an opportunity for another matchup in this COVID-19 year. It's just been so up and down were the words that he used as far as the ability to get games in, and having to fly in from Arizona on staggered flights for his ball club and go through the whole quarantine process, just the procedures in place for MCLA. They have done all of those, and looking forward to having a two-game weekend are the Wildcats today. They take on the Aggies from Texas A&M, and tomorrow the Longhorns from the University of Texas. And beautiful day here in Austin, Texas at St. Michael's High School, Catholic High School. And obviously because of the COVID restrictions, the MCLA, the universities are not allowing for schools to play on the campus, but it is okay to play off-site. So really excited to be here, and action is about to start, and both goalies are set and going to their cages. And for the Aggies is going to be number 11, Scott France, and for the Wildcats, number 35, Tommy Atella. Fogo for the Wildcats is going to be number 21, Joe Mayton. And for the Aggies, Jose Portela. Portela able to scoop and get the ball out. The Aggies are on the fast break, and they come out and they score immediately. And that's a score for number 35, Preston Smith. Number 34. Don't have a 34 here on the roster, but that's number 34 that gets the score for the Aggies. And the Aggies literally taking no time off of the clock. About 12 seconds it took them to get that score. And Gavin Tampa able to come away with the ball as the Wildcats look to set up their offense. Mason DePaulo is the point man for the Wildcats. And please let me say that this is a Game On Sports production. If you would, please hit the subscribe button and smash the like so you guys can get all of the MCLA lacrosse updates from Game On Sports. Making a move are the Wildcats, number 5, and that's Mac Borgamo. And that's a good save by Scott France. Turnover from the Aggies in a ground ball pickup on the far side for number 5, Max Bergamo. A shot attempt on goal that will go back to the Wildcats. Bringing it in from the end line. Getting it out to Isaiah Blumgren. Blumgren working the alley, looking for an outlet pass to a cutter. Aggies doing a really good job staying in their zone.
Just like old. I know, this is so fun. So exciting.
Gamo gets the pass out to the far side to number 9, Mason DePaulo. Mason DePaulo's shot ricochets off the pipes, and the Wildcats will maintain the possession. beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. In the last days of spring, summer is approaching, so the humidity in Austin, if you're familiar with humidity in Austin, it is definitely hanging out today with us. So although we have a light breeze, you could feel the warmth in the air. So hopefully both of these teams will be hydrated because attrition will play a factor in this matchup in the latter quarters. And that's a score from the Wildcats. Pretty easy. That's DePaulo.
Now, face-offs are now different than they were.
I believe that's number 2, Austin Nisanoff. Pardon me, that's number 19, Peyton Boyd. Back down at the X for the Wildcats is Joe Mayton and number 47, Jose Portela.
Okay. But I don't know if that's what, but it came from that area. They play
Procedure penalties going to go to A&M. We're all knotted up here in the first period. 1-1.
I think they did.
Aggies working behind X. Playing a little two-man game is Andrew Beasley setting the pick for number 6. Jace Johnson. Johnson's pass back to Beasley, but recovered by Josh Fox. Working back down through X are the Aggies, and a shot by Sam Smith. Well, he pump faked the shot, pulled back.
But he's tall, blonde head.
He's being defended on the far side by the Wildcat, Casey Merriman. And a shot by Sam Smith, and goal. And the Aggies take the lead 2-1. With 11:15 on the clock in the first period.
Well, if I do, it's just on the TV. There's another crease inside the crease now. It's called the goal mouth.
It's called the what? A goal mouth.
Oh, at all. Wow.
Back down at the X is Portela and Mayton.
If you touch the goalie at all,
Go D! Come up!
One of the long poles comes away with it. That's Ryan Van Wert. Substitutions being made by both teams in full strength on offense and defense. Seamus Hughes on the move and a shot. And that's a save by Scott France. Ball goes out of bounds and possession will be taken by the Aggies. Bergamo for the Wildcats pressuring on the far side. France comes way out from the cage, but able to get the pass to number 35, Preston Smith. Aggie set on offense. Pass is going to go out of bounds, and that was a pass from Andrew Beasley. A little high. Dingler on the move. Aggies recover. Looks like there was have whistles, no penalty called yet. Possession will go back to the Aggies. It's a pass to the front of the cage to Sam Smith that goes out of bounds. Possession will go to the Wildcats. Bringing it in for the Wildcats, it's going to be number 50, Casey Merriman. Pass made to Leo Primentel. Blake Story's pass is to Mason DePaulo. Playing a little bit of two-man game, being patient, setting up their offense. Move made by Story and a shot on goal that is a little high. Going to go out of bounds, but possession will stay with the Wildcats. Bringing it in from the end line is number 19, Peyton Boyd. Boyd out to Mason DePaulo. Going to have a penalty. On this possession. Caden Bratz on the far shot, and that's a shot from Mason DePaulo. We have a push on an Aggie. Believe that's going to be number 8, Josh Fox. He's going to serve the 1-minute penalty. So advantage will go to Arizona. No, actually, penalty is going to go to Andrew Beasley on the push. So he'll sit for 1 minute. Wildcats working behind X. That's a shot attempt by Max Bergamo. A little high of the cage. Peyton Boyd tries to sneak a shot, between the legs of Scott France.
Go D!
Mason DePaulo doing work at the front of the cage, and that was denied by Scott France. I saw the net move. No, that was a score. I thought I saw the net move, but there was no reaction. Kind of hard to judge. But that was a great score from Mason DePaulo from about 15 yards out past the ear of Scott France. And we're all knotted up here in Austin, Texas. Joe Madden tripped up on after the face-off. Wildcats do come away with it and setting up their offense. Looks like penalty has been served for Andrew Beasley, so both teams are at full strength. Max Bergamo working behind the X. Trying to get back topside and make a pass. Find a cutter. It's an errant pass, and it's going to be picked up by an Aggie. And he's rolled out of bounds. That's number 48. Jack Johnston rolled out of bounds by the Wildcat. By the Wildcats not allowing the clear. So possession will go back to Arizona. Number 29, Josh Hackenmeyer on the far side with the errant pass to Max Bergamo. Aggies looking to get the clear out to Preston Smith. Preston Smith attempts to pass to Beasley. Both teams try to secure the ground ball. Possession will go to the Aggies. Sam Smith gets the pass out to Andrew Beasley. Beasley's pass to Jared Cordova. Cordova working behind X. And the pass goes out of bounds. And the Wildcats will take possession.
Bump over. But you know, nobody's practicing.
The goalie, Tommy Atella, gets the pass out, and that's a great rear check by Braden Montgomery on Blake Story, knocking the ball off of Story's head. Leo Primatel gets the pass back to Mason DePaulo. Story on the move again. And that's a score. From number 5, Max Bergamo for the Wildcats, and that's going to bring the score to 3-2. Wildcats lead in the first period. And so far, playing at a great pace are both of these teams, not being very patient on offense, peppering these goalies with shots. Sam Smith working the alley for the Aggies on the far side. Being defended by Casey Merriman. The Aggies now working back behind X. Great defense being played by the Wildcats, able to get a turnover. That's Austin Nisanoff. Makes the pass to number 18, Jake Dingler. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Aggies will take possession. So far in this first quarter, again, a very quick up and down flurry on shots for both teams. Sam Smith working behind X, trying to get back top side, looking for a cutter. Finds Alex Sanson. Sanson will reset the offense for the Aggies. Josh Cox being defended by Merriman. And that's a shot attempt on goal that goes wide right.
question.
Aggies on the move. Great check from number 17, Luke Dingler, not allowing entry to the middle of the field. And that's a shot attempt from about 20 yards out from Andrew Beasley, trying to beat the shot clock. The Wildcats are back on the move. They do secure the clear. Ryan Van Wert, ball taken off of his head and secured by the Aggies, number 32, Andrew Bonnet. Another unforced error by the Aggies. Peyton Boyd gets it to Sam Entwistle. Mason DePaulo making a move. He's been the guy with the hot head, and he gets another score for the Wildcats. Wildcats making a move here in the first period, leading now by 2 scores. With 51 seconds left in the first period, Wildcats lead 4-2. Madden and Portella back down at the Fogo. Madden able to come away with the ground ball. Going to get a timeout called by the Wildcats with 40 seconds left in the first period. And so far, both of these teams have been playing with some pace, not wasting any time at getting any shots on goal. And obviously for the Aggies, who are playing with their backup goalie, with Jason Kroslowitz back at College Station, Scott France has made the trip for them, and this is going to be his first start of the season, and a pretty tough task for Scott France, because the Wildcats have come out on fire and are getting a lot of shots on goal in this first period. Again, I'm Heckma Harrison, your play-by-play announcer. This is a Game On Sports production, so if you would please smash subscribe, hit the like button so you can get any updates and any and all updates for all things MCLA lacrosse.
The restaurant that they're open, so they've been like serving food. Okay.
84 degrees here in Austin, Texas. Cloudy.
They have good bread sandwiches. Actually, yeah, their veggies.
Texas A&M and white pants, white jerseys, burgundy trim. Arizona Wildcats in blue and red. Peyton Boyd working behind X. Gets an easy score to a cutter. And that's going to be number 26, Greg Schultz, that gets topside and able to score for the Wildcats. The Wildcats took about 26 seconds off of the clock. got that score. They're now up by 3, and the score is 5-2. Another win for Joe Madden at the Fogo. Excuse me, Joe Madden at the Fogo. And that's another score for Peyton Boyd. Attacking the crease are the Wildcats, who are now up by 3 and have scored 2 goals with seconds left in the first period. Wildcats 6, Aggies 2. And that's going to be the end of the first period. Arizona Wildcats have scored 6 goals in this first period and have seemingly found their rhythm and taken any momentum that the Aggies had from their first score with seconds in the first from the opening period. They have battled back and been very tough on defense. I know for Coach Tony Scazzaro, talking to him before the game, he talked about these guys wanting to compete here in Austin. Obviously, the Invitational, the Round Rock Invitational, is what everyone has been playing for. A lot of MCLA lacrosse going on this weekend in the surrounding area. So if you're in Austin and definitely want to catch a lacrosse game, there's plenty of collegiate lacrosse being played here in Austin, Texas today.
Because last year they were supposed to make one, and it looks like somebody that they really
they played all those. Because they pull in from Carolina and Dawson.
Both teams come on to the field. Going to be Jose Portela is the Fogo for the Aggies. And Joe Madden, the Fogo for the Wildcats. As the goalies have switched field position. Portela comes away with the win. Gets the pass out to Josh Fox. Fox setting up the offense. Gets the pass out to number 46, Jace Johnson. Number 34 for the Aggies working behind X. Ball is taken off of his head by number 6, Exton Bassett. Bassett doing a really good job of defending the Aggies' rollback. That's another great save by the goalie. That's Tommy Atella for the Wildcats, doing a fabulous job. Ryan Van Wert, the long pole, able to secure the clear. And the Wildcats on the move again, and that's a shot attempt on goal. And save by number 11, Scott France. And that was Mason DePaula with the shot on goal for the Wildcats. in from the end line. And that's a shot from Sam Smith and a save by Tommy Atella. Greg Schultz setting up the offense for the Wildcats. Caden Bratz getting some instructions from Coach Blamey. Aggies resetting their defense, pulling back to the retaining area. Still in the zone look. And that's a shot attempt and another save by Scott France. That's good defense by Braden Montgomery, able to take that ball off of the head of a Wildcat. The long pole coming back the other way, and an errant pass that will go out of bounds and give possession to the Wildcats. Bringing it in from the end line is Captain Exton Bassett for the Wildcats. Able to get the clear is Bassett. Wildcats on the move, and that's Cam Entwistle. Gets it to Bergamo.
So you think you're better than that?
Peyton Boyd working behind X for the Wildcats, trying to get topside, being defended by number 39 for the Aggies. Looking for a cutter. The Aggies doing a really good job of communicating. And that's another goal, and that's number 9, Mason DePaulo, with the shot that goes left and behind Scott France. And with 10:34 in the second period, the Arizona Wildcats lead 7-2 over the Aggies from Texas A&M. Another face-off won by the Wildcats, number 21, Joe Matten. Going to get a crease violation, and that score is not going to count. Number 15, Leo Primitel, thought he had a score but was inside of the crease, so it was waved off. And I apologize, that was number 19, Peyton Boyd, with the crease violation. Boyd being defended by number 32, Andrew Bonnet. Max Bergamo on the move, standing in the alley, had a good shot, but it goes a little high. Boyd brings it in from the end line. Sit out to number 7, Cam Entwistle. Entwistle's pass to Max Bergamo goes out of bounds. The Aggies will have possession. Down by 5 here in the second period. On the clear is Jared Cordova. Cordova in the alley gets it down to Sam Smith. Smith being defended by Casey Merriman. Merriman able to create the turnover with the rear check. Gets it out to number 4, Seamus Hughes. Hughes gets the pass down to Max Bergamo. Shot attempt and saved by Scott France. Blake Story getting midfield in the alley, and his shot is wide left. Possession will stay with the Wildcats. Nope, they're saying that the Aggie defender was able to get to the end line first, so the Aggies will take possession. France comes out of the cage crease area and past midfield.
Come on, Aggies.
Jared Cordova working the alley, and he attempts a shot. Possession is going to go to the Wildcats. Can get on the clear. Number 3, Blake Story. Gets a pass out to number 5, Max Bergamo, and his shot goes wide left. Wildcats keep possession. And that's another shot on goal by Max Bergamo.
What's the score?
7-4. She wants the Woodlands. Just because they're the only school. Come on, D!
Isaiah Blomgren working behind X. Has the defender in his hip pocket. Still attempts a shot that goes behind the cage.
Shoulders.
Another shot attempt by Blake Story. Offensively, the Wildcats have had about 4 shots on goal. The play clock was about to expire. But another bad pass from the Aggies, and that's going to create a turnover and possession back to the Wildcats. Tommy Atella gets it out to Cam Entwistle.
Okay, so we ran into Dalton in the fall.
Seamus Hughes on the move. for the Wildcats. Going to be a shot attempt, but it was defended well by the Aggies. Josh Fox working on the far side. Ball's going to stay on this side with the Aggies. A shot attempt by the Aggies that's wide left. There's a shot by Alex Sanson. Smith to Sansom. It's good communication by Arizona, not allowing, trying to allow the Cutters. Almost gave up an opportunity. Andrew Beasley had an open shot on the back end, but the pass was a little hard to handle, so didn't allow it to roll out of bounds. Did Beasley, kicked it back. So A&M will keep the possession. Josh Fox looking for a cutter. He finds Sam Smith. Sam Smith working in the middle of the field, being defended by Ryan Van Wert. Stanisinoff defending for the Wildcats. With penalty call. The Aggies will have the advantage. Serving the penalty for the Wildcats is number 50, Casey Merriman. It's another shot attempt and save by number 35, Tommy Atella. Smith to Fox. Ball rolls out of bounds and is going to stay with the Aggies. Aggies still have numbers after the shot attempt. They've gotten off a few on this offensive possession. Fox gets the pass to Sam Smith. Sam Smith's pass goes wide right. Two minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Texas A&M still, Wildcats, the Arizona Wildcats still with a 5-point lead. Score is 7-2. Both teams tightening up on the defense here in the latter minutes of the second period. And that's another save from number 35, Tommy Atella. Atella doing a wonderful job at the cage for the Wildcats. Securing the ground ball is number 15, Leo Primatel. Arizona being patient. Substitutions being made by the Wildcats. Caden Bratz is on for the Wildcats. Great defense by the Aggies, creating the turnover. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. Possession will stay with Arizona. Mason DePaulo brings it in bounds. Mason DePaulo's shot, he's had a rear check and ball goes off of his head in an awkward angle. So it's going to go high. And possession will stay with the Wildcats. We're going to get a timeout from Arizona. We're going to step away for just a second. We'll be right back when both teams take the field. Back in action here in Austin, Texas. Heckma Harrison with Game On Sports. Please hit like, hit subscribe to get all information and updates on MCLA games being played. We have a minute and 10 seconds left in the second period. Arizona leads the Aggies 7-2.
They should make an exception for 12 if you want 12.
And have taken a lot of the momentum in this matchup since the middle of the first quarter. Mason DePaulo on the move in the middle of the field, and a shot on goal that is saved by Scott France. Andrew Bonnet on the clear for the Aggies. Nolan DeRosa setting up the offense for the Aggies. Gets it out to Jared Cordova. Cordova working the GLE. Gets it behind exit. That's the score for Josh Fox. And the Aggies get a score with 5 seconds left in the second period. Texas A&M 3, Arizona 7.
Did you say, can I just go by and drink?
Cordova's down at the Fogo for the Aggies. Another win for Madden. And that's going to be the end of the first half, where the Arizona Wildcats lead Texas A&M 7-3 in a matchup where the Wildcats came out and got down by 2 early. And it looked as though the Aggies were definitely just going to roll on these guys, but they gathered themselves after a timeout from Coach Blamey and have not looked back, stealing a lot of the momentum and playing really tough defense, not allowing the defenders to get back topside when they go into the restraining area, getting a lot of support for Tommy Atella. And Tommy Atella, the goalie for Arizona, has been just standing on his head pretty much this entire game, not allowing shot attempts from the middle of the middle of the first quarter all the way through until that last goal that was scored down here by Josh Fox. But you do know that Texas A&M is a tough lacrosse club, and they will be back. This is definitely a game of ebb and flows, and I look for the Aggies to come out and state their case to get a victory here in Austin, Texas, where we're going to step away for just a second. Again, this is Game On Sports. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the like to get all updates on MCLA lacrosse. We'll be right back with you. And we're back in action here in Austin, Texas.
I think he's going to
Waiting for the face-off, and Arizona does come away with it. Back on the move is number 15, Leo Pimentel. Pimentel being defended by Braden Montgomery, and that's the second steal from Montgomery today. Excellent at that rear check is Montgomery. Sanson gets the roller to Jared Cordova. And that's a shot attempt by number 23, Andrew Beasley, but a great save by number 35, Tommy Atella. Atella doing a wonderful job for the Wildcats, continuing his efforts from the first half. Isaiah Blumgren working in the GLE. Gets it back up top to Mason DePaulo. Blumgren's pass. Gets to DePaulo. And that's a score for the Wildcats. And that's Max Bergamo with the score for the Wildcats. Wildcats now back up by 5 with 13:08 in the third period. Arizona Wildcats 8, Texas A&M 3. Possession is going to go to the Wildcats, and they are on the move. Seamus Hughes on the far side. It's the pass to number 29, Josh Hackenmeyer. Number 5 from Arizona on the move, and a shot is Max Bergamo. Arizona just dominating on offense, making great passes, but whether it be Bergamo or a ball or Boyd or DePaulo, guys are doing a wonderful job setting up these shots and picks for one another. Just overwhelming the Aggies defense. Madden comes away with the face-off. Luke Dingler at the Peyton Boyd. Back down to Isaiah Blumgren. DePaulo on the move with another shot. And goal. And with I believe that's 11:48. 11:48 in the third period. The Arizona Wildcats are now up by 7. The score 10-3. Like a face-off scoop out by Madden, but collected by the Aggies. Jared Cordova. Cordova setting up the offense. Cordova's pass in front of the cage, but recovered by a Wildcat. Number 47, Ryan Van Wert. Van Wert makes his way back across, and Seamus Hughes comes on for the Wildcats. And number 29, Josh Hackenmeyer. Greg Schultz on the move. Gets it back down in the alley to number 7, Cam Entwistle. And his shot goes wide right. Wildcats will keep possession. Peyton Boyd fakes the pass to Entwistle behind the X. Brings it back to the middle of the field. Makes a great pass to Hackenmeyer, but that's a save by Scott France. Logan Keith trying to clear for the Aggies. The long pole. Gets an alley, but then there's the pass is turned over. Logan Keith able to secure the ground ball. Eli Englehart working the alley on the near side. It's back to Jace Johnson. Jace Johnson's attempt on goal is deflected off of the foot of Tommy Atella. Atella doing a wonderful job at the goalie for the Wildcats. Josh Johnson on the move, gets a pass in, and that's goes behind the goal. I believe the A&M contingent believed that that was a goal, the net move, but not so much. Wildcats, Leo Pimentel on the clear. Andrew Bonnet on the ride. Great move by Bergamo in the alley. Trying to get back, tops out on France, and he gets a score. Does Bergamo. And with 8:19 in the third period, the Wildcats lead 11-3. Back down at the Fogo for the Aggies, number 13, Jared Cordova.
Here we go, White, let's go.
For Arizona, the usual suspect, number 21, Joe Maton.
Get it, Aggies!
Did you see the hockey game the other night? Where they basically started.
Cordova able to come away with it in a move and a score. There's Jared Cordova giving the Aggies
I got fined into that game. Good job! Body slam behind to the height.
Getting a score for the Aggies here in the third period.
Hockey guys, they face off at the start of the game. 1 second, 3 fights break out.
8:07 in the third period.
So how the girls do it? They stand up and pop it in the air? No, they stand outside that circle. See that black circle? Yeah. They stand outside that.
Make sure they have the ball.
Josh Fox showing a lot of love with his stick, not allowing an easy clear for the Wildcats. Dancing around for the Wildcats is number 51, Dean McMahon. Blake Story setting up the offense for the Wildcats. Gets it out to number 29, Josh Hackenmeyer. Hackenmeyer working the goal line extended area. Going to get a penalty called on Arizona. And Eli Englehart is on the move for the Aggies. Sandwiched between two Wildcats and able to secure it. Alex Sanson in the middle of the field trying to get a pass down to the crease area to Sam Smith. Looks like they're going to call the push, and possession is going to stay with the Aggies. Bringing it in from the end line is number 8, Josh Fox. Sam Smith not able to secure the ground ball. Exton Bassett on the clear for the Wildcats. And that gets it out to Peyton Boyd. Checking in for the Wildcats is number 3, Blake Story. And number 29, Josh Hackmeyer. Josh Schultz working behind X. Gets it back out to Hackmeyer. Hackmeyer with a shot that goes wide left. Possession will stay with the Wildcats. Peyton Boyd working the GLE. Seamus Hughes has the ball taken off of his head by a defender. This is number 20, Braden Montgomery. That's his calling card. He will get that ball off of the head with those rear checks. Does that better than anyone I've seen in MCLA. Sam Smith gets the pass out to Riley Cowden. Eli Englehart falls down, but is able to make the pass to Sam Smith. Smith to Beasley. Josh Fox working behind the X, and he gets a bouncer to score for the Aggies. 4:22 in the third period. Texas A&M 5, Arizona 11.
And then proceeded to play me after my
Aggies doing a good job of stealing a little momentum here in the third period. And that started with the steal from Braden Montgomery with the rear check and outlet pass. And even with the turnover, Braden Montgomery able to intercept the pass and keep the offensive possession going for the Aggies. So that whole possession was due to the hustle of number 20, Braden Montgomery. And the Wildcats switching to Fogo. Number 30, Gavin Tampa's in. And that was a shot attempt. One heck of a wind up by number 8, Josh Fox. Nissanos on the pass to Gavin Tampa. Tampa with the long pole running off. Checking in is Isaiah Blumgren. Blumgren to DePaulo, basically playing a two-man game, and the Aggies are coming out to defend the perimeter, stretching their defense. Mason DePaulo gets it down to Bergamo. Cam Entwistle. Shot clock running down for the Wildcats, but that's a save by Scott France. Man, what a shot by Mason DePaulo. Getting a little crowd participation here in Austin, Texas, helping the referees out. In case they didn't know who the ball was supposed to go to, someone in the audience made it clear. Glad we're able to get things straightened out and plays resuming. Cordova and Beasley playing a little two-man game. That's a pass from Cordova, and he immediately raises his hands over his head because he knows that that was an errant pass. Again, A&M is, the Aggies have stolen a lot of this momentum back with these two scores.
Come on.
Caden Bratz on the clear for the Wildcats. Jackson Spar gets the pass out to Hackmeyer. Bratz to use. Back to Bergamo. Bergamo pump fakes and gets a pass to the far side. Crease looked pretty good to Peyton Boyd. Boyd not able to collect it in time to get a shot off. Caden Bratz on the move in the alley, being defended by Cordova. Bratz's pass goes over the head of a Wildcat, and the Aggies will take possession. Bringing it in from the end line is Scott France, the goalie. Francis pass to number 7, Eli Englehart. Englehart to Beasley.
I can't believe I'll punch that. Ball down.
Beasley to Sam Smith, but intercepted by Casey Merriman, number 50. Merriman goes out of bounds. Possession will go to the Aggies. Aggies have definitely raised the level of intensity here in the second half. Finding the cutter is Smith, and that was a shot by Sampson, and another save by Tommy Atella. Red Schultz coming away with it. And that's going to be the end of the third period, where Texas A&M is down by 6. A&M 5, Arizona 11. And definitely a ton of ebb and flows there in the third quarter. You see A&M trying to steal back some momentum. They were by getting those 2 goals. So far, Arizona, who came out red hot to begin the third period, they've cooled off a lot. We'll see this fourth period because A&M has definitely raised the intensity a notch, definitely playing a lot stiffer on defense, and Scott France doing a much better job here in the second half or end of the third period to steal back some of that momentum.
So it was funny because when we were moving Morgan in back in August, you were going to ask.
Back at the Fogo for the Wildcats is number 21, Joe Maiden.
It's like out of, it's like I wasn't expecting. I mean, there are other kids like I see she has.
And your Fogo for the Aggies is number 47, Jose Portela.
And I saw her. So I heard Jacob got the return, right? And Honeycutt.
A violation. Violation on Wildcats. Possession will go to the Aggies. Riley Cowden. Gets it out to Josh Fox. Fox to Jace Johnson. Now on the move is Andrew Beasley. Beasley with the shot, and it goes out of bounds. Aggies will keep possession. Bringing it in from the end line is number 1, Sam Smith. That was an interception of attempt by number 17, Luke Dingler. 2 Arizona defenders running to each other, but and that's Ryan Van Wert that came away with it, number 47 for the Wildcats. But another shot on goal for the Wildcats that goes wide right. No one there to race to the end line, so the Aggies will take possession. Prince gets it out to Preston Smith. Van Wert comes away with it. Able to get it to Peyton Boyd. Boyd up to Isaiah Blumgren. Blumgren to DePaulo. Being chased off of the alley in the crease, and a shot that goes wide left from DePaulo. Possession stays with the Wildcats. DePaulo on the move in the alley, and that's a shot that goes by France. And with 13:02 in the fourth period, Arizona Wildcats 12, Texas A&M Aggies 5. And that's the momentum that we were talking about as far as what A&M was able to steal back. A ton of saves for Scott France in that third period, but not able to hold up here to begin the fourth period, and the Wildcats get a score. Portela and Madden back at the Fogo, at the X. Ground ball taken by the Aggies. Number 29, Riley Cowden. Eli Englehart working the GLE. Gets a pass back down, and that is a score for A&M. Both teams exchanging scores in less than 60 seconds. And that's number 19, Karthik Rajagopal. And I do apologize to the family if I mispronounced it. Did the best that I could. But Karthik on the score. Wildcats with the clear, and that's number 21, Joe Maiden. Gavin Tampa to Bergamo. Bergamo to Entwistle. Hackmeyer and Hughes are on for the Wildcats. Hughes trying to make a move, being defended by an Aggie. Number 70 on the far side. Hackmeyer's pass is to Hughes, not able to secure it. Ball will stay with the Wildcats. And have 11 seconds on the play clock for the Wildcats. And that's a shot attempt by the Wildcats, and that will reset the play clock. Bergamo making a move in the alley. Now working behind X. Getting it back across the Rondo line, and his shot ricochets off of the pipes. Gets it back front side to Entwistle. And that is a score for the Wildcats with 10:32 in the fourth period. Arizona Wildcats 13, Texas A&M 5. Back down at the face-off is number 21, Joe Maiden. Again, that's Braden Montgomery with the steal. Sam Smith to Cowden. Smith back across the field to Jace Johnson. Johnson thinks about the shot, brings it back, gets the pass back to Smith. And that's just great defense. Great defense by the Wildcats. And that's number 30, Gavin Tampa, with the steal for the Wildcats. Mason DePaulo, a bit of a traffic cop for the Wildcats, and takes his shot that goes wide left. Possession will stay with the Wildcats. Chris Chua in for the Wildcats. Mason DePaulo on the move, working the middle of the field. Gets it back to number 5, Max Bergamo, and that's another save from Scott France. And we're going to get a step out for number 10, Isaiah Blumgren. Going to get a penalty called on Blumgren for tossing the ball. That's going to get him several seats in the penalty area. Give him an opportunity to cool off. Don't believe Blumgren appreciated the call. Josh Fox to Smith. Smith to Johnson. And that's another save by Tommy Atella. Great pass. Fox in the move, working in the alley. Gets a pass out to Englehart. Englehart not able to secure the ball on his head to take a shot. gets it back to number 1, Smith. Smith and Johnson working the two-man game behind the X. Englehart being defended by Wildcats. Penalty call or possession will go to Arizona. Braden Montgomery doing what he does with the rear check, trying to steal the ball from Blake Story. Going to get a timeout called by Arizona with 6:17 in the fourth period. Wildcats lead 13-6. We're going to step away for just 1 second here at Game On Sports. Please hit subscribe and like button to get all updates on MCLA lacrosse. Back in action here at St. Michael's Catholic High School in Austin, Texas. I'm Heckma Harrison. Play-by-play announcer for this matchup. And so far it's been a dominating performance by the Wildcats. Arizona or A&M has definitely had their opportunities, but any attempt to steal back the momentum, Arizona does squash it and comes back with a run of their own. A&M has been very aggressive on defense, and again, Braden Montgomery doing a wonderful job, but offensively just not able to get in a whole lot of rhythm. Caden Bratz to Blake Story. Blake Story standing in the middle of the field, waiting to make a move, and that's a great steal. Fox down to Smith, and Smith's pass is a little high and goes out of bounds. Caden Bratz on the clear for the Wildcats. So down to number 51, Dean McMahon. Mason DePaulo waiting on substitutions. Makes a move down the middle of the field, and that's a pass to Peyton Boyd, and an easy score with the roller by Scott France. And 4 minutes and 17 seconds in the fourth period. Arizona Wildcats lead 14-6 over the Aggies, and another victory for Joe Mayton. And a shot on goal, and that's a save by Scott France. France gets it out to Montgomery. Montgomery secures the ground ball.
Get it, get it.
Cross.
Hey, you got 7. It's open.
And that's a pass attempt from the Aggies, secured by Josh Fox. Going to get a crease violation on Josh Fox.
Help him!
17 for the Wildcats on the clear, and that's a some good defense by the Aggies. And that's great defense being played by Austin Nizanoff for the Wildcats. Able to create the steal. Nizanoff with the long pole on the fast break. Dean McMahon navigating through traffic. Able to get it to Cam Entwistle. Gets it to Seamus Hughes. Chris Chua working on the far side. Hughes on the shot, and a goal to Peyton Boyd over the shoulder. And the hat trick for the Wildcats. The minute and 51 seconds left in the fourth period. Arizona 15, Texas A&M 6. Cordova and Madden back at the Fogos. Dean McMahon working the middle of the field. Gets it out to Entwistle. Entwistle in the alley. Working behind the X's, Hackmeyer. Chris Chua gets the pass out to McMahon. 22 seconds on the play clock for the Wildcats.
15 seconds! 15!
I believe everyone thought that was out of bounds, but the faint white line is the out of bounds marker. It's going to be the final seconds in this matchup, and that's going to be the game. Arizona wins 15-6 over the Aggies from Texas A&M in a game that did have early ebb and flows, but Arizona just stole all of the momentum, and any time the Aggies tried to make a push to make a comeback, it was definitely quelled and extinguished quickly. And it was all on the backs of Tommy Atella, the goalie, who did a magnificent job for the Wildcats with a ton of saves this afternoon here in Austin, Texas. And so for Fred Gardner, I am Heckman Harrison. This has been a Game On Sports production. Again, please hit subscribe, hit like to get all MCLA updates and matchups. We'll see you guys here tomorrow for a matchup between the Arizona Wildcats and the Longhorns from the University of Texas. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.